Okay, we're going to find the standard form of a parabola. I hope you watched all the stuff about the directrix and vertex and focus on the previous lessons. So we're going to write the standard form of a parabola. And notice I have a stick shift, not a standard car, but the standard form of a parabola. So, and here's what we're going to have. Let's find the standard form of an equation of a parabola with the vertex at the origin. So the vertex is at the origin, and the focus is at 0, 4. All right. So first off, let's go to our formula. One thing I kind of like to do sometimes is, if I think of this here, 0, 0 and 0, 4. I know 0, 4 is above 0, 0, so I know I have a parabola that's going up. So I'm going to use the x is the one that's going to be squared here. So I have x minus 0 squared equals, and since my formula was 4p times the y, it's going to be minus 0 because this is my h and my k. This should be really red, and that should be the green h and k. All right. In this case, 0 is not going to change it, so I have the equation x squared equals 4py. What I need to find is basically the p, 4p, so I can get the equation that I need in our standard form. Well, here's what I know. Isn't p the distance from the focus to the vertex? So basically, what is our distance from 0, 0 to 0, 4? It's 4. Now, if there were different numbers besides 0, I may have to use Pythagorean theorem or the distance formula. But I can tell this here, being 0's 0 squareds. 4 minus 0 is 4. Square it, 16. Square root of 16. So I know p is the distance from there. So I take 4 and minus this 0, because that's my distance right there. Also, using the formula p minus h minus h minus p. X is equal to h minus p. So here's my x. So I'm going to take this right to find the p. I would simply then, so I have the 4 minus 0. So here we go. So p is actually 4. So here's what happens. If p is 4, and p is just the distance from the vertex to the focus. That's p, right? So I can just take those two numbers and subtract it. That's all I have to do. I end up with then 4. I'm going to put in right here, x squared. That 4's there. That 4's there. There's my y. 4 times 4 is 16. And to solve it, I'm just going to get the y by itself. So we divide each side by 16. So there's the standard form of the parabola. Y equals x squared divided by 16. This would be a parabola opening up. It's going to be very wide because if you think, remember, like, it's kind of a fraction form. So that's the standard form of a parabola.